Representative Kim Norton will finish out this term but not seek re-election in 2016. The DFLer from Rochester says it's time to pursue other opportunities. During her 10 years of service in the House of Representatives, Representative Norton was instrumental in passing legislation to help provide services to autistic children. With the Mayo Clinic in her district, she has been a strong supporter of the Destination Medical Center, a large construction initiative in Rochester that is funded by state, local, and private money to help ensure Mayo Clinic's and the state's status as a premier global medical destination.
Mayo Clinic is currently a world leader in healthcare, the largest private employer in Minnesota, and provides billions in economic impact to our state's economy.
In this interview, the outgoing representative reflects on her time in the House and what she will miss.
Representative Norton, thank you for talking to us about your stepping down. Can you walk us through how you came to your decision to not seek re-election?
Oh, it wasn't an easy decision, and it wasn't something that I recently decided. It's something that I've been feeling coming on. I mean, I think legislators need to know when their time is up and when it's time for somebody else to step in and to represent the community. And I felt I started looking a couple years ago, or started thinking about it, and this year it just felt like the right time. So I'm ready to move on to new and different things and hand this great Rochester seat over to somebody else to bring some passion into the arena here at the Capitol.
What are your short-term and long-term plans for your retirement from the House?
Well, I've been in the process of applying for a fellowship, so we'll see if that comes to pass. If it does, I hope to go back and do a little more exploration in the education field, in city development and urban design, as well as nonprofit management. If that doesn't work out, I am really trying very hard not to make any decisions right now about what I want to do, but my longer term goal is perhaps to run for the mayor position in Rochester. We have a community that's really growing, and a mayor that's been there for a number of years and is thinking about retiring in 2018. If he chooses to retire, that is definitely something I'm looking to do.
What will you remember as your greatest legislative accomplishment? Are there any pieces of legislation that you're particularly proud of?
There have been several actually over the years. When I first came to the Capitol, I was very interested in the issue of radon in homes and also teen driving, and so those were a couple bills I really sunk my teeth into. So we passed some legislation so that new homes are built radon resistant. And of course, the teen driving bill, the interest in public safety and transportation led me to carry the primary seatbelt bill. So I really got into that public safety aspect and feel really proud of the work that I did in that committee. But also I did a lot in healthcare, and so autism was an area that the autism insurance coverage took 6 years to pass. There was a lot of time put into that, but very worthwhile. And then, of course, at the end of my career here, after 10 years, near the end, I passed the Destination Medical Center legislation, which is an economic development bill, an economic development tool for my community to use to support the infrastructure as Mayo Clinic grows in the future. And I think will have a huge impact in the long run in my community. And really one of the reasons I'm interested in going back to my community and really working hard there to watch that develop, see what happens, and be a part of that.
What are you going to miss most about the House of Representatives?
You know, I came to the Capitol as someone with an advocacy background. I was a parent, an education, healthcare advocate. I love policy work, so I really, really am going to miss being able to dig in to really good policy. And also I'm going to miss the people. There have been some wonderful relationships and friendships I've made over the years. Some of those people have already moved on that I was closest to, some haven't, and I jokingly say I've roomed with Representative Tina Liebling, the other legislator from Rochester, for 10 years. I've lived with her longer than my husband, and you know, it's going to be hard to leave those really deep relationships that you make and the camaraderie here at the Capitol.
What advice do you have for the person who will fill your seat?
Right now, the state of politics is pretty divisive, and I think it takes really understanding your community and being able to represent your constituents despite the pressures that you have, either from your caucus, your party, the lobbyists in the halls, those that want the finances that influence decision making here. And I think to really be a strong person and keep your community at the core of the decisions that you make. And if you do, I think, as I've always tried to do, I want to be able to look at myself and smile, every morning in the mirror knowing I've done the very best I can for my constituents, and that's the advice I'd give whomever comes into that seat.